Hello, church. This is the Midweek Connection for First Baptist Church of Omaha for June 3rd, and I'm Pastor Bill. Wow, what a week it's been. Last Wednesday, I asked you about your experience with the coronavirus and asked what it's teaching you during this season. And I got some interesting answers. One person or two mentioned that they were encountering God in new and different ways, and that's awesome. Someone mentioned that they were learning how to just be and how to rejuvenate and do self-care. And another couple of people mentioned that they were learning patience during this season. During the last 12 weeks, those of us in the same household are spending a lot of time together. We try to vary our routine, but still we are together for long stretches of time. So we need to practice patience. We need grace to be able to be together and to deal with each other in grace. Well, on top of all of the ongoing virus situation and the stress that brings, the last 10 days or so, we have seen some horrific things on television. We've heard of and likely now seen the video of the murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis. We've all condemned the actions of that police officer, and he is now being held responsible for his actions. As well, I hope that the other officers that were on the scene will be held responsible as well for their actions, as well as those that were standing by taking videos and doing nothing. Then, if you've watched any news at all in recent days, you've seen peaceful protests throughout the country. You've also seen, though, disturbing violence of people breaking windows and looting shops. You've seen innocent people, store owners, that have been beaten by looters. You've seen the results of the looters as business owners have lost their life savings in the stores that have been looted. And in Omaha, we've been saddened by the death of a young man downtown Saturday night, James Spurlock. And for the last few nights, our city has been under curfew. With all that we've been through in the last 12 weeks with the coronavirus, and then adding to it the events of the last 10 days, our stress level has got to be shooting straight up. It's only natural to be more worried about our safety. We may be more fearful about going about our normal routine, even if we know what that normal routine is. In this situation, I'm reminded by a poem by Robert Browning, which ends with the lines, "God is in his heaven, all's right with the world." Now, that's not a verse from the Bible, but it certainly points us in that direction. God is not in heaven seeing what's happening on our earth and wondering what he's going to do about it. He doesn't have his head in his hands worrying about what's happening and what he can do. God is in control. God is the ruler of our world and of our universe, no matter what happens. Our world lives in sin. It lusts after sin. It embraces sin and pursues and chases after sinful behavior. But God is still God, and God is still good. He is still on his throne, and his creation is still good. We can take comfort and solace in that truth in this time of unrest. We can cling to that truth as we pray for the many concerns that we have for our own lives, for our city, for our country, and for the world. As always, it's good to spend time with you this midweek. I miss you. I miss seeing you, miss being together and talking with you, miss worshiping with you on Sunday, and I look forward to the time when we can do that again very, very soon. You probably know by now, though, that we have made the decision to forego starting up again with worship on June 7th. That was an original target date, and we thought that hopefully the curve would be flattening and declining in Nebraska by then, but that's not the case. So we decided the smarter thing, the wiser thing, would be to wait. We're going to wait on God's timing. So we'll continue to pray for God's guidance about when we should reopen, when people are comfortable coming back to church, and when the curve begins to flatten and decline. And then we will make an announcement about restarting church, and we'll make sure everyone knows. With that, I hope you have a good rest of the week, church, and we will talk again soon.